Today we are going to talk about something we all would like our life to improve. We all would like to change, but why is changing so difficult? And when you look at a child, the way they learn, the way they adapt, the way they develop new skills, new habits and stuff like that, it's so fast. But why is it for us adults that it's so hard? And for some people, most of the time, just impossible to actually change, right? So in order to look at that, we really have to go a little bit deeper and look at our childhoods, right? Why is it so easy for a child to learn new things and to develop new habits so fast? In order for us to understand that, there is something that we need to look on first, right? Because those first 7 years are the critical ones, and whatever happened there, it's gonna determine who we become and how we live our lives. And as a child, in between 0 to 7, now experts are saying that's like 0 to 4 or 0 to 5, but let us stick with 7. In between that age, we have something, an ability called the natural learning ability. This is the ability that actually allows a child to just absorb information. And what that ability also does is that it retains the brain of the child in a ductile way, plasticity, right? The brain remains at the plasticity level, and that plasticity level then allows new neuron or neural pathway to be built easily. Later on, when we lose this ability, what then happens in the brain is that it solidifies, it becomes like it's stone, and therefore it becomes super difficult to build in the new neural pathway. So this is the main fundamental or the main reason why as an adult it's super difficult, and for some people just impossible to learn new things. That's also where the saying you can't teach an old dog to do new tricks, that's also where it comes from. Because when you lose your natural learning ability, it doesn't matter what it is, either learning new things or developing new habits or behavior, it's just hard, right? In order for someone who is wanting to learn new things and build new habits, the most critical part for you is going to be to redevelop your natural learning ability, because without it, it's going to be just hard and literally impossible to learn new things or to change. Because saying change means learning new things. If you cannot learn new things, you're not going to be able to change. If you want to stop smoking, you're going to learn how not to smoke. So everything else that you're wanting to do to change who you are, you're going to have to learn it. That's why it's super important, learning. And unfortunately, because we have lost our natural learning ability because of many things that happen at home and at school, I'm not going to get into that here, but because of all of that, it's now literally difficult for us to learn new things. And people say, yeah, you have to use spaced repetition, but it's kind of like very weak. And we all know, like we have all, or some of us, we have been to school where you have an exam, you cram, you learn, you try to remember everything. You learn maybe like for a week, 2 and 3, however your time frame is, and then you go and take the exam. You even pass with a good note. But after you've taken the exam, like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, how much of what you've learned do you still remember? Expert or study says less than 3 or 5%, right? So that's the reality. That's the main reason why changing is so hard. It's because when you're learning, you're only using your conscious mind, which is about 0.5%, then your subconscious mind, which is about 24.5%, and then the unconscious mind, which is about 75%. So when you're learning new things right now at your age, you are only using your conscious mind. So that's why it's so difficult to learn, because you don't have access anymore to your unconscious mind. That's why it's so difficult, and that's why you can't change so fast as you want, or you cannot change at all. So for you then now wanting to change, the main focus should be on redeveloping, to regaining your natural learning ability. And I don't know how you could do it, but we have a tool that actually allows you to rebuild, to redevelop, to regain back your natural learning ability. And if you want to know more about that, how to implement it, how to use it, you can reach out to me. I can walk you through that and show how that works. But like I said, it's difficult now to learn and change because we don't have the natural learning ability. And for us then really building that, changing will then becomes just normal, just easy. So that's it, and talk to you on another video. Bye.